Hello, my beautiful love goods, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I am building another base game only tiny house. I've been super inspired by just building with the tiny house lately. I don't know what's happening. Am I becoming a base game channel now? Maybe. Sort of. I don't want to say that completely because I do have a build coming out soon that is not base game only, so maybe not, but I definitely want to make this a regular kind of, I guess, not series, but like just a regular thing on my channel where I do build with just the base game. So in today's video, I am just building a really simple little tiny house. I saw this house on images. It's on Ecosia images, by the way. It's basically Google, but if you don't know, Ecosia is a search engine that for every so many searches that you do, they plant a tree. So it's helping fight climate change by just, instead of, the funds going to profits or whatever from your searches and everything, it's like a nonprofit, and it's really easy and great, and you should download it because it's the exact same thing as Google basically, but it does that. So yeah, a little thing can go a long way, okay? But anyway, rant aside, I was on Ecosia Images and just browsing, looking up some inspiration like I do usually, and I saw this simple little tiny house with like this, it had this like distressed kind of reclaimed gray siding to it, and then it had like an orange door and these white kind of off gray but white accents, and I was kind of into it. I was like, ooh, I like that. That's really modern and different. It doesn't look like a traditional tiny house, and I liked it a lot. So yeah, I had to build it. And while this isn't the exact same, that is not distressed wood or anything, it's pretty nice. It's pretty cool. I like this house. It's pretty simple, pretty minimal, but I definitely I got in the groove, I was like, ooh, this is a tiny house. I'm going to really make it work as a tiny house. And yeah, I love the layout. I love the approach that I took with it. It's just, it feels like a tiny house. It's got that aesthetic and that vibe, because, a lot of my tiny houses sometimes can be a little bit tiny, but it's not tiny, it's like, oh yeah, I'm just trying to make it small, but not really compact. This feels more compact. So yeah, it's pretty cool. I definitely have been noticing lately with my base game only builds that I've been really into going crazy with the plants, because there's not really a whole lot that we can do in the base game when it comes to decorating, and so I always go to plants as my savior, I guess, for filling in spaces. And you know what, it works. It does the job. It fills in spaces and keeps them from looking blank. I actually recorded a video yesterday. I don't know. I can't remember. It's my mind has all the days running into one at this point. But I actually recorded a video inspired by Deligracy, of course. She did a video where she was looking at her older builds, and I decided to look at my older builds on the gallery, and they were interesting to say the least. But I will say that a lot of them, since they were mostly base games, since I only had one pack, they were pretty bare. I didn't really clutter things up. I didn't really go crazy with landscaping. It was kind of simple, and I don't know. I look at that now and I'm like, yeah, I don't want to do that. I don't like that. So I like my houses to be neat and straightforward, don't get me wrong, but I don't want them to look like they're not lived in. I like a realistic vibe whenever I build a house. So this one definitely gives me realistic vibes. Not everything is super, what am I saying? Super matchy. There's some variation in things. So yeah, it's kind of nice. I like it. I definitely would like to live in a tiny house with this approach. Maybe not with this specific color scheme. I'm definitely more into I definitely like wood tones and, more whites and more rustic vibes. But the approach that this tiny house took is something that I would like, because the kitchen is nice and compact. The office and the living space is nice and compact. The bedroom is nice and compact. The bathroom is obviously compact because it's super small. But yeah, I like it a lot. And speaking of compact, this has nothing to do with that actually, but the newest expansion pack has been announced, of course, Island Living. Are you all excited? I hope you all are excited as much as I am, because my good friend Nando, he actually tweeted, he's been talking about it a lot on his Twitter, about the ladders that we're getting. Apparently I saw this ladder on like a screenshot or something from like a preview or something. I don't have no idea. I have no other information other than just that. But I'm just like, please let this be a ladder that we can use for lofts. Oh my goodness. I hope it is, because that would be incredible. Because, you know, in The Sims 3, we got a ladder patched into the base game when we got Island Paradise. So I don't see why this wouldn't be the same kind of idea, at least in the pack itself, not an update, but it could be in the update. Who knows? I don't know. I've had a lot of coffee, can you tell? But yeah, I would so love there to be ladders, because that would just be one more step towards making the perfect tiny house with a loft. Because, you know, I would love to be able to put a loft in the roofing, but that doesn't really work. So I kind of fake it, and it's kind of annoying to have to use stairs because it takes up a lot of space. But with a ladder, it would just be so straightforward. I'm so excited. I hope that's what it is. If not, then all this excitement is a letdown. But at any rate, we're getting some kind of ladder. Hopefully it's not just like a fancy pool ladder, because that would be disappointing. But anyway, I've been rambling this entire video, but I hope you all enjoyed it. This house is available on the Sims 4 gallery. All you have to do is search for my username, lukeydean, and the hashtag Lukey to find it. It is a base game house, like I said, so you don't need any custom content, mods, DLC. You don't need anything but the base game to download it, and as long as it's updated, that's all I can say, because there is a lot of updated items, you know, including like that laptop, that chair, that bookcase, those paintings up against the wall. Like, a lot of the stuff that we got from the patches in the past year or so have been amazing. So I highly recommend, you know, if you haven't even gotten the base game yet, get the base game if you can. It's awesome. You can do so much building with it. I've been super inspired, as you can probably tell, lately with it. So I don't know what the word is, but I can say, yeah, it's pretty cool. But anyway, that is pretty much it. Thank you all so very much for watching. Stay weird and beware of the nargles.
Hey, I heard you want to leave this place where we grew up. This old town, just put it all behind. Remember, you and I would always find somewhere to hide when we were kids, so we could see and hear the water run. The river's gonna cry when you're gone. Where will you go? Won't you miss the ones you know? I'll be here, hanging on, waiting for your call. Seems like time as a wave passing by, leave a mark in our marks to turn to memories. The river's gonna cry when you're gone, 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 gone. The river's gonna cry when you're